and once in receipt of the same, the committee will retreat to compile the report, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, considering that this House will be proceeding on recess as from tomorrow, according to our order paper, Honorable Speaker, and for CASA Games, Honorable Speaker, we request as a committee that within the next 30 days, that is when we come from recess, we shall be in a position to give a report to this House. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
The preliminary report has been read, and the leave sought is well explained and deserving, and so I grant it as sought. Chairperson, ensure the report is ready within the time requested. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker.
What is it? Honorable Carol Jarara.
Mr. Speaker, I'm surprised that you are in this House discussing about the opening of some of the which town or where to sell the alcohol. But I think it's better we first of all consult the will of the people we represent. That's the public. And I don't think there is a way you can just come here, like for example in my area. No, I don't need that information, Honorable Gashoba. No, we are not going to subject.
Proceed, Honorable Carol. I'll give you, Chair.
Mr. Speaker,
I'll give you time to respond.
Yes.
I will not do the ruling before you respond to Honorable Kathungu. So you will be able to respond. Let Honorable Carol.
Mr. Speaker, I remember there was a time we had a meeting somewhere. And I actually rose in, because I was against some of the areas that were to be given the order to sell alcohol. For example, I have one area where I come from. Those people, they demonstrated that they don't want to have alcohol being sold in one of the shopping center. And yet you are coming here again saying that you want the same place to have a bar opened, yet the people from that area were against it. Seriously, I need to get clarification on the same, but as well, we should do a public participation. If the people from that area, they don't want alcohol to be sold in their shopping center, then we should respect them. We are not to come here and give orders on where alcohol should be sold. Thank you.
Honorable Gadongo, kindly respond before Honorable Kagwe continues. Respond on that issue, Honorable Gadongo.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. It is the bill is explicit, Honorable Speaker, that you can introduce new towns through the office of the county executive committee member can bring an addition of centers which has to be approved by this House. It doesn't say we have to go for physical public participation.
Bokagwe?
Mr. Speaker, I can see we have a war between the committees in education, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, if my mind sounds well, remember we had a meeting with His Excellency the Governor. And Mr. Speaker, the Governor himself lead the list in front of the member of County Assembly. And Mr. Speaker, each and every member, as the names were read, we either agreed or disagreed. And Mr. Speaker, it is worthy to note that alcohol business is a business like the other, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, let us not look as if we are punishing the alcohol sellers, Mr. Speaker, and we are fulfilling the list. Mr. Speaker, yes, this country, we follow the rule of law. And Mr. Speaker, because we enacted a law in this House, we have just brought, the governor, the CEC has just brought an amendment or an additional Mr. Speaker, with the request, Mr. Speaker, because some of us, we've held some meetings with the bar owners. And Mr. Speaker, some of them, they have told us, there is no way we can be walking for more than 10 kilometers to take beer, then when we are going back, our life is totally threatened. So, Mr. Speaker, this is common sense. Mr. Speaker, we wait for that report to the committee. For those who feel that they are grieved, then, Mr. Speaker, you can subject them. They can go to their Kamukoji and they agree or disagree.
Honorable Mwangi Gishuke.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think my contention is actually on issue of the time that the said member is seeking. Unless there is a contradiction in what the governor indicated when he brought the names, is that there was an element of urgency, and my expectation was that actually the committee is already ready to present the names for that. As for especially elected member for Wero, I would say I don't find too much harm in the list coming in, because there is the room of a debate of saying no, you cannot progress with this name, you cannot progress with this particular area. And therefore, I think it is possible for even a member, like say for example, it is within the engineer, and I find that there is an area that has been designated, and I don't think I would want it to be there. There is room within the floor of the House. Of course, if possible, outside before it comes to the Assembly, but if it was come to the Assembly, there's a way you're still able to say, on behalf of my people, this and this area should not be included in that whole list. Because again, there will be the argument of the sovereign power of the people. It is Article 1 of the Constitution. It says the sovereign power belongs to the people. But it also goes ahead and says it can be exercised either by themselves or indirectly through the elected representatives. And therefore, it is possible for the House to make some changes. But let it be amicable, that we do not enforce the name of... Mr. Speaker, can you protect me from these...
Order, Honorable Deji and the company, can you consult in road-wise?
Yes.
Proceed, Honorable Kagwe.
So my point basically was, I think there is an issue on time. And when the committee is asking for the 30 days, I would have wanted clarity, because I did not get it right. Is the member saying that since the time the governor presented these names, the CECM has not been able to provide that list? I really would have wanted to hear that part better, because then it would mean that the governor was lying by saying that there is urgency in terms of making that decision. If 2 weeks later, even the list itself have not reached the desk of the Committee on Education. So I think, Mr. Speaker, you can progress. You can give them the 30 days, but I don't know the implication of that days in terms of the urgency the governor had tried to indicate.
Honorable Gadungu, in regard to time and urgency, can you respond to the member?
Thank you, Speaker. And Speaker, you know, as a committee for education, any other committee, we don't have special meetings, and our meeting is tomorrow, which will be it will be tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. And at the time I was giving this information, maybe I don't know whether the information has come to the clerk's office, and I have said not after 30 days, within 30 days. Within 30 days can even mean tomorrow, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. I think allow me, even when he has sat.
What is it, Honorable Mwangi?
I don't like the demeanor in which he is using to try to appear like he's responding to me in terms of asking the question of urgency. You are a good proactive chair. When you know an important part of a business needs to be transacted, it is incumbent upon that chair to make deliberate effort. Deliberate, the word is deliberate, to ensure that the business at hand, and you want it, is it comes to you. If you sit and wait for a meeting that is happening on a Tuesday at 8, and you tell us you cannot transact because your meeting comes at 8 in certain days, it it just states that there's an issue with that kind of a chair. He needs to understand when there is business that needs proactivity and the business that, but we understand the problem with the CBC issues.
Honorable Gadongo, can you respond for the last time?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, this is a house of procedures, Honorable Speaker. We had the ADP, which we had been dispensing with. Honorable Speaker, I don't see how I could have called for a meeting when we had the business of the ADP, and also, Honorable Speaker, as you remember, we had a holiday yesterday, unless Honorable Mwangi Geshoke wants me to work in miraculous ways without following the procedures of this House, Honorable Speaker. I have said, and you know this is a House of procedure. Honorable Speaker, I can't go and get the document from the executive. Any document which comes to the committee has to pass by the clerk's office. I have said, I don't know whether Waziri has brought the document to the office of the clerk and to the office of the committee clerk, Honorable Speaker. He should not jump the gun. And Honorable Speaker, as I have observed, I have said within the next 30 days, and within the next 30 days can even be tomorrow in the afternoon. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Okay.
Point of
As we discuss the
clarification.
matter, what is it, Honorable Kayani?
Thank you. With a tremendous respect to Honorable Gadongo and Honorable Mwangi Geshoke, I'm a little concerned about the meaning of 30 days, bearing in mind there is a recess in between. Could it be a mischievous way to ask for more time by trying to say that 30 days the report will be here, knowing very well that members will not be here? I would want that clarification. And I have no problem with him being given more time, because I know the matter at hand is quite sensitive. It's only that, you know, Wageshoke is refusing to see the point that a matter that involves the public requires public participation. You just cannot sneak it in because the governor felt it was urgent. It has to follow the due process of law. And in that regard, I would only want Honorable Gadongo to be clear in saying that within 30 days will be in this Honorable House. If not, let him ask for the actual time that this assembly will be sitting. Otherwise, it's a house of procedure, it's not a house of mischief. Thank you.
Honorable members, as indicated by the Chair, Education, Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection, that within the 30 days and after the House resumes from short recess, which is exactly 14 days, whichever is earlier, that the report will be in the House. Hopefully that the report will be compliant to all the requirements of a report. Therefore, I grant the leave as sought. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Mr. Speaker, in line with your directions, we proceed to order number 7, statements. We have a statement response to be issued by the Honorable John Doe Washino, the Chairperson, Committee on Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development.
Honorable Esther Waithera, on behalf of the Chair.
Honorable
Honorable
Speaker.
Esther Waithera, the Vice Chair. What is it, Honorable Abugo?
Yes, Honorable Speaker. I'm rising on the same standing order, the sequence of the proceeding, standing order 42, Roman 7, that's the statement. And Honorable Speaker, standing order number 45, 2. Honorable Speaker, and Honorable Speaker, the starting on number 46, 2C, seeking, Honorable Speaker, that you grant leave that I read the statement as I had earlier on notified your office.
Pursuant to Standing Order 45, 2, as the Honourable Member has indicated, I'm privy to the statement alluded to, and the business shall proceed under the supplementary order. Proceed, Honourable Esther.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Welcome. Proceed, Honorable Idira.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to give a progress report on the statement regarding the county database of all public and private parcels of land. Honorable Speaker, the Committee on Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development has been actively reviewing a statement requested by Honorable Catherine Nyawira Madenge concerning the establishment and current status of comprehensive county land database. Following a series of meetings, the committee sought additional information from the relevant department through a formal letter referenced NCA/C Nyandarua County Assembly /CRAC/14/CEC Lands/69/25 dated 30th September 2025. The department subsequently issued a response by the letter referenced as referenced here, dated 13th October 2025, which was received by the Office of the Clerk on 15th October 2025. Given that the committee convenes its meetings on Wednesdays, it has not yet had the opportunity to deliberate on the contents of the response. Because, Mr. Speaker, as you can remember, last week we had the ADP meeting, so we as the committee could not convene and deliberate on this response, and so the committee plans to meet tomorrow on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025, to consider the matter further and compile a comprehensive report for tabling before the House. In light of this, and in keeping with its commitment to diligent oversight, the committee respectively requests an extension of 21 days to allow for further engagement with the department and completion of its report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On behalf of the Chair, John Duogashino. Thank you.
The preliminary progress report is duly tabled. The leaf sought is well explained and deserving, and so I grant it as sought. Chairperson, ensure the report is ready within the time requested. Clerk, next order.
Order number 8, motions and bills. Mr. Speaker, sir, we proceed to the business under the supplementary order paper. At order number 7, statements. As per your early directions, there is a statement to be sought by the Honorable Edinard Wambogo Kingori, the member for North Kinangop Ward.
Honorable Edinard Wambogo Kingori, member for North Kinangop, and Chairperson, Committee on Public Service. Proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I have a statement on the status of implementation of the Trade Development and Investment Act and the fund appropriated to it. Honorable Speaker, I hereby seek a statement from the Chairperson, Committee on Trade and Industrialization, Cooperative Development and Partnership, addressing the following concern. Aware that the county has over the years allocated funds for the trade development referred to as either Biashara Fund or Trade Fund and the Trade Development and Investment Authority funds. Further aware that the said allocation are aimed to promote, develop, and facilitate trade to promote stable personal incomes and employment amongst the residents of Nyandarua, while ensuring that there is equitable disbursement of the funds across all wards, noting that the County Assembly has in the past appropriated funds to the Nyandarua County Trade Development and Investment Authority Fund for implementation by the Trade Development and Investment Authority, concerned that over the years the county executive is yet to demonstrate the benefit this great county has reaped from the existence of the said board or the respective disbursement of the said funds. Further concerned that the County Assembly has not been regularly apprised of the operations of the Trade Development and Investment Authority, yet the House duly approved the nominees appointed to the authority, who continue to draw salaries and benefit from the County Revenue Fund. Arising from the foregoing, I do hereby seek statement from the Chairperson, Committee on Trade and Aid Association, Cooperatives, Development and Partnership, providing the following. A report on the operation of the Trade Development and Investment Authority Fund, detailing the following. The authority since inception, their achievement date, and 4, the accounting officer of the Trade Fund and other officers responsible for the operations of the Trade Development and Investment Authority. B, an annual report on the performance and operation of the Trade Development and Investment Authority, including financial and non-financial statement required under the Public Finance Management Act 2012. C, the extent of implementation of the Trade Development and Investment Authority Act and the possible reasons for the non-implementation or disbursement of the allocation to the Trade Fund. D, the measures being taken to ensure that the Trade Development and Investment Authority Fund benefit of the people of Nyandarua. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, I would, as you make your direction, I would request that the chair of this committee, Honorable Speaker, that he go with speed, because it's a weighty matter, Honorable Speaker, awaited by this Honorable House.
The statement is duly sought. Chairperson, Committee on Trade, Development and Investment, considering the request of the chair of the seeker of the statement, how many days do you need to report back to the House?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The said chair is this gentleman standing before you, the Honorable Remuika Yeni from Githafai. I am careful in what I'm going to say. One, that the committee, the Department of Trade, has suffered a lot of turnovers. As we speak and as I stand before this Honorable House, the chief officer who was recently moved to that department has now again been moved to another department. And therefore, having consistency in terms of the flow of information is suffering because of the transition. That notwithstanding, however, Honorable Speaker, we are seized of the matter, and I believe asking for 45 days in the midst of the fact of the matter that there is an intermittent disruption of the schedule of the House following a recess in between, will not be asking for too much. And even as I do so, Honorable Speaker, I also want to remind the Honorable member for North Kinangop, the chair for public admin, that I will also be revenging to ask that he furnish this House with the constitution of the chief officers and whether there is compliance in terms of the gender parity with the same.
Honorable
So I'll be leveraging. As I bring this one, he'll also be working very hard so that we bring the two reports together. Thank you.
Honorable Kayani, you need to bring the statement formally in the House. Honorable Wambugu Kingori, 45 days, comfortable?
Honorable Speaker, I would like to reiterate to the member for Githafai, the chair trade, and my good friend, that I will be able to wait within 45 days. However, as much, Honorable Speaker, it is within my jurisdiction what the member for Githafai have stated. And other than following the due process of the House, Honorable Speaker, the committee is under discretion to find out what he's trying to say, whether it is true or not. So, Honorable Speaker, if you can allow the committee, when it retires, will be able now to look at it as an AUB agenda at the committee level.
Quite okay, that is part of your business as a committee, that's quite in order. What I would like you to take note is that the 45 days will be within the long recess, so evidently it will be after the long recess. Okay.
Point of clarification, Honorable Speaker.
What is it, Honorable Kayuni?
Would 30 days fall within the recess or after the recess? If it does, and Honorable Gadongo will also be tabling a report, this committee can also be able to table the same before. If 30 days does not spill over to the long recess, then consider 30 days. Thank you.
Okay. That days is within the business days for the House, so the leave sought for 30 days to bring back the report is duly granted. Next order.
Order number 8, motions and bills. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have conclusively dealt with all matters before this House in the afternoon session.
Honorable members, there being no other business to transact during this sitting, I now adjourn the House to Wednesday, the 22nd day of October 2025 at 9:30 a.m.